guys, it's me, Liz.
And Kat.
And we are Columbus Kimono. We're here today because Kat cannot control herself. She cannot. If I did not enjoy this too, I would be staging an intervention of some kind. But I like it because I get to be here and I get to enjoy it too. So it's okay.
It's good to have friends.
Friends. Who knew? Anyway, we have a stack here that is all from the online eBay seller. So they have an online eBay auction site, and then they also have a regular website still, right?
They've got a regular website. They've got another regular website under a different name. They've got Rakuten shops. They've got Yahoo Japan shops under both companies.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty widespread. Anyway, they are known, I guess, for their very low starting bids, and it's more expensive than it used to be. I miss the days of $3 shipping, not gonna lie. It's up to $10 now, but that's still pretty,
still really cheap.
That's still
for
really
international.
cheap. Yeah. And so and they have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of items that they list. Most of it's kimono. Sometimes there's some other Japanese random things thrown in. Occasionally they'll have the itomaki, the thread spools.
Sometimes there's tea stuff.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of a mixed bag, but they mainly do kimono, haori, obi, things like that.
Yeah. Mostly vintage. Every now and again something contemporary sneaks through. But they have, when they're really on a roll, they have hundreds of listings a night. Yeah.
I've literally spent 4 hours laying in bed being I need to go to sleep, but there's more. There's more.
Keep scrolling.
It's just
scrolling. Oh, now they've updated more stuff. Go back up to the top.
Yeah, it's
list by new.
It's a dangerous rabbit hole to fall into, but if you are a bargain hunter, definitely, because you can get some stuff.
If you're like me and eBay is not blocked on your work computer.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
It's part of the problem.
I want to tell you that right now. That's part of the problem.
I understand.
But
look, I moved and I have a much bigger space to fill with kimono now. So
she's nesting in her new kimono cave. Oh, look at all of this space. I must fill it. This is not
Am I wrong?
No. I mean, you're not. Part of the reason my collection isn't bigger is because I have such limited space. My house is tiny. But there's this rack here. There's stuff on the floor over there. There's a rack over there. There's stuff on the floor over here. I promise, we will do a room tour once we get this place all nice and cleaned up and organized and professional looking.
I'll have another 2 boxes of new buys by then also.
Probably. Well, then we'll just film another couple of unboxing videos.
There's a box in the mail right now.
Do you see what I mean? Do you see? But I like it.
Holiday bonus has to go somewhere.
Right?
But what I love about it is they have tons and tons and tons and tons of listings.
Yeah.
And I feel like lately they've had a lot of kind of formal, semi-formal things that probably must have come from rental places in Japan.
Probably, yeah, if I had to guess.
Maybe went out of season, went out of style, have a tiny, tiny, tiny little stain on them, but make them inappropriate to use in rental conditions anymore. And a lot of that stuff has ended up on the eBay. So if you like nice display pieces, if you need something formal, this is a really good time. Yeah. Always is a good time.
It's always a good time.
Just do a little bit of window shopping and see what they're selling.
Yeah.
So right now there's quite a few vintage men's pieces. There's tons of older Fukuro Obi right now. It's just, if you have a spot in your collection that you need to pad out or fill in a little bit.
Yeah, they're good. Oh, and they also will do things like a lot of 5 Hanhaba Obi, or they'll do a lot of just a ball of Obiage.
Yeah.
Or a ball of obejime, that kind of thing. So even if you don't necessarily like like if you only like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 pieces in that lot, it's still worth it to try and get it for like that low ball bid price, because I mean, more, who doesn't want more obi? Who doesn't want more?
The only downside is they're not really that great about measurements and showing stains or defects.
Yeah.
They take pictures, and you have to look real close at the pictures, because everything will say, you know, not for wearing, for upcycling.
Yeah.
I figure that's probably just because they don't want anybody to try to return stuff to them. They're really making their money on being able to turn stuff over very quickly.
Yeah, they're just covering their bum.
Yeah, so nobody can come back at them and say, hey, eBay policy, this isn't how it was listed. There's stains here. So everything just has a blanket policy of not meant for wear, recycle only, stains, blah, 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 blah. So you do have to spend quite a bit of time, like, really closely inspecting the pictures. Yeah. I had a good experience with them responding to questions like, hey, what's the measurement on this? And they usually get back to me pretty quickly.
Yeah, they have a pretty good turnaround time for questions and things like that. So I mean, like, we're not sponsored by them. They've never given us anything for free. We've always bought it ourselves, but like, I definitely recommend them, especially if you know your kimono and you know what you're looking for and you know your measurements. But it can be like a gold mine. I've gotten some really good stuff from them too, like perfectly wearable. They're fine.
And if you're a bargain hunter, what you're looking for is days when they're listing a cajillion, you know, things that are basically the same thing what you're looking for. And then you can really get in your low ball bids. Right. When there's not going to be a lot of competition.
So enough talking about, we're going to show you, Kat's going to show you her treasures. We got a little stack here. Oh, okay.
So here we have a lovely,
it's got like little, it's got quail. These are quail.
And I just threw out a bunch of bids on like cute formal pieces. This is just on display. I don't really plan on wearing this.
It's got the inside panel,
which is I love.
Yeah, this is a fancy thing because no one's ever gonna see this. So this was a very high-end piece. It feels it. Like, I know it doesn't translate through the camera, but this is there's
a tiny little stain. Just a little pinprick of a stain right there.
Yeah, and you're not, I mean, like, if someone's coming up and looking that closely at your butt, there's a problem. And it's not the stain. I'm just saying, like, this is amazing. There's a little, I can't tell if it's a pin. Oh, there's a pin in it. I found a pin. Hold on. Yeah, see it?
That's hilarious. It's a little sewing needle.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
This belongs in my collection.
Your collection of kimono sewing needles that got left in. Yeah.
Usually I'm the one who leaves needles inside things.
Yeah, no, that's hilarious. It does happen.
Bonus sewing needle.
But also too, that tells me that this was hand stitched.
I mean, hand finished.
Hand finished. I mean, there may be like some machine stitching in it, but oh my gosh, I love this fan with the sageha on it. The weight, the gradient. Oh, and there's a hawk. Oh my gosh,
there's a hawk.
Oh, and there's whatever this kind of bird is. Is that supposed to be?
That's another pheasant.
It's a pheasant. That's the word I was looking for. These are pheasants. They're not quail. Sorry.
I mean, they could be quail. I really don't know. I don't know the difference. They're birds.
This is beautiful. I would not. Oh, there's another little, like, right there in the seam. Just a little stain, but it's not. It's very minor. It's not. And it's got the double collar.
It's got double collar.
Ooh, it's like we're watching fireworks. Actually, no, I take that back. I would wear this because it's that kind of like soft, violety purple color. It's pretty. It's beautiful. Like, that's something that, like, if you're not gonna wear it, like, you could easily hang that on your wall and use it as a display piece.
Or upcycle it.
Or upcycle it.
You know, use that fabric, make a jacket out of it, something.
Or a skirt, or, you know, whatever.
Yeah, it's lived its life. It's served its purpose. It's very pretty. And I probably only paid a couple bucks for it.
She says probably. Yeah, no, this is nice. Yeah. So, are you gonna tell them the story about the Bengata?
I don't really know for sure that it's Bengata. So.
Well, no, but you bought that because.
Yes. So here we have a Katazome piece with some houses and some daimyo procession type looking thing.
Some ponies.
I'm not going to lie, the ponies really were like the extra draw for me. And I definitely got into a bidding war with this one.
Yeah, I mean, finding like horses on kimono, like wafuku items, they do exist, but they're kind of rare. Like, you don't see it a whole lot.
Yeah. But the thing about this one in particular is this house pattern is something that I collect specifically. I have quite a few with, if not the exact same, but extremely similar pattern on it. So yeah. I saw this one, the houses, the ponies, and I probably made somebody mad.
Ooh, I found a green pony. Yeah. Yeah.
That is a green pony.
It's a green pony. Look at the green pony. That's interesting.
Here's another one down here.
Oh, there's more. There's more green ponies. I think that's it. There's just green and brown ponies, but yeah, you know, is what it is. It's nice. These are not to my like taste at all, but I can appreciate the amount of work that goes into these, because Katazome is like a stencil dye technique. So each individual color has to be laid with a different stencil. So like
unless it's Bengata, which is a slightly different process, but
right. But it's, yeah, I mean, it's impressive with something that has like this many colors in it to know that like each color is an individual stencil that has to be laid down on the fabric. It's just neat, but not my thing. I like this a lot. I'm liking a lot of blue things lately. This is cute.
It's nice and long.
It's like a
super long.
Yeah.
I like this one because it's a yukata, but like the pattern makes it a little bit like it could be a komon.
It's very pungent.
It does. It's very elegante.
But it's cute.
Yeah. But this could be a sneaky formality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could theoretically dress this up with like a nicer summer obi.
A Nagoya.
Yeah.
So.
Nothing with any metallic, that would be too formal, but yeah, you could definitely like wear it with a juban and obi and all the obi accessories.
Yeah, and until somebody runs up on me and starts fondling my sleeves. Which has happened.
Oh yes. Oh yes, the amount of people that I'm just like, don't
touch me.
Or ask. Like, please, just ask first. Like, I get it. You want to touch it. It's pretty. But
doesn't matter.
I don't know what's on your hands.
Doesn't matter. It's beside the point. Okay.
Just ask.
So this one I'm a little bit regretful of. I like orchids. And you see every now and again orchids on kimono. Yeah. And this one in particular has cattleya on it.
Oh, it's a summer piece.
It's a row piece. It's summer. I don't usually go for light colored summer pieces. I feel like
it's got a really big stain. But did you see the?
I don't know. So this is actually this is a weird one because it's a all over komon pattern, but the front left panel has some silver couching on it and some pretty significant staining, which I'll poke at it and see if I can skid any of that to shift. I don't have high hopes though. I really only wanted this because of the orchids, and let me see what the length is. It's an okay length. It's an
okay size.
If I could pull the stains off of this and do a little bit of tailoring on it, I could maybe wear this to like one of our Orchid Society meetings in the summertime.
If it were me, and I would never buy this, by the way, but if it were me, I would try to over dye it a different color. Because again, it's like oatmeal.
I probably have to pull the silver couching off to do that, though.
Yeah. I mean, it's only on the 3 flowers.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember seeing this in the listing.
Yeah.
And if I did, they probably did such a close-up shot of the stain that I couldn't really tell.
Right, like it was a picture of the stain, but like none of the
context of where it was. Like a stain on the front left panel is pretty terrible.
Yeah, there's some up here. So this one's it's pretty stained.
It feels synthetic.
Yeah,
I could probably clean it. Yeah, pretty successfully. I guess it just depends on how old the stain is.
Yeah, whether it's become like one with the fibers or not. But yeah, I would do an experiment with this, and I would dye it, because the black print on the orchids, that's not going to go anywhere, but this lighter cream color is going to pick up whatever color
I kind of love the weird formality take on it, though. It's a Kimono pattern, but it has couching on the front left skirt. Yeah. It's weird, but I love it. Yeah, no, this is an interesting piece. Again, not my cup of tea, but it's interesting. And it feels nice, even though it's a synthetic. It has like a nice flowy, summery. I wouldn't even wear a silk summer kimono anyway. No, that's a bad idea. We sweat too much for that. Yeah, it's just easier to clean. This is a funny story about this. I'm going to talk about it for a minute, and then I'm going to hand it back to Kat. So, this is up my alley, 100%. This is grandma material right here. So this is Tsukusage, or I don't remember. Yeah, it's Tsukusage. It just has the ones. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, so this is pine needles and pine cones. You don't hardly ever see pine cones on pieces. I was watching this. I had this on my watch list on eBay, and unfortunately I forgot about it, and I forgot to bid on it. And when I saw that Kat had it, I just like lost my mind. I was like, you got the pine cone piece. But it's so like refined. Oh my god, and it's unlined. That's why I have to get it. Oh, thank you. It's unlined. It's more or less a Tsukusage, and like the skirt pattern isn't real well defined, so I can let it out and not like make it too ugly. This is, look at how cute that is. Oh, I'm not mad that it's yours and not mine, because I get to fondle it. But this is like, as if you don't wear most of my stuff anyway. I mean, I do. We do share closets. I usually end up wearing more from Kat's because she has more. Oh god, excuse me. She just had to throw up with excitement. I'm so excited. This like bubble came up. But look, like the little pine cone, it's got little like blue and teal, and look at how cute that is. It looks like a fat bird. That's why I like it. It looks like an upside down bird, the way the colors are put, like the little pieces are pastel-y. Look at this green one. What is it with you and the green ones? I like green. Green is my favorite color. Oh, I love this. It's so elegant and understated, but it's got these little fun, like pastel pops of color in the. I would wear this to tea ceremony. Yeah, and it really is a Tsukusage. Like, yeah, it has this like fuzzy pattern across the skirt, but if you actually look at it pretty closely, it's not. I mean, it does cross like seams, but also too, like, you don't have anything on the shoulder. Yeah, you don't. You just have the one pattern here and the one pattern here, which in our minds makes it a Tsukusage, not a homongi. Yeah. But like it's not real definitive here, so I can let these sides out quite a bit, and it won't hurt the pattern flow. It feels nice too. It is. It's like, nice and silky. I may have to. Can I try it on? Oh, okay. I got really excited about the mon, but it's pretty. It's embroidered. The mone's embroidered. I could take it out because it's not the mon that I've picked for myself. I don't think it's yours either.
No.
Just wisteria.
I mean, yeah, it's a good length though.
She's a little short, but there were too many other good things about this one, so.
So like, yeah, this does not fit me around, but there's enough in the side seams that you take both those side seams out and I could wear this. And when you do the sleeves, there's extra fabric in here too. So this, like the fact that it's hitting up here and it should be hitting down there, if I take the sleeves off and lengthen it, that's going to help with that. Of course, it looks weird because I'm wearing a Star Trek hoodie. This is not my hoodie. This is Kat's. I just want to make a statement.
Wearing my clothes.
Well, that's what happens when you're like, come over. I have stuff to open. And I'm like, I'm at work. I did not prepare.
Babe, come over. But I'm at work. But babe, kimono box.
Kimono box. And I mean, and to be fair, since she's moved, I now live an hour away. So, and we have a meeting tomorrow. We have a business meeting tomorrow. So, yeah, I was like, it's fine. Just like, give me something to sleep in. Okay, that's not kimono related at all. I don't know. I got really hung up on that piece. Okay, there's two more, and then we're done. I swear, we talk a lot. I know.
You're gonna like this one too.
I do like that one. Whoop. Oh, that was impressive. Oh, it has little lucky treasures. Does it have all of that? Oh, it's unlined too. Oh, it's huge. Okay, this is cute. Oh, I love the little blue on the cloves.
Oh, this is terrible. Oh, it's got. Oh, I did not see this in the pictures.
Oh,
the
yeah.
listings. It's quite stained.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I'll see.
And it's on the left panel, so
like somebody was eating and spilled food all over themselves.
Soy sauce,
probably.
Maybe. But this is still a really cool piece.
I'll see if I can,
I like this sort of like the shiny. Oh, there's little flowers in it.
Mm-hmm.
Kimono are so cool because they can have these just little tiny minute details that, like, even if you're wearing it and people are looking at you, because that's what people do, but just these little tiny details, and it harkens back to like Edo era and sumptuary laws and blah blah blah. Read about it in a book if you want. But it's just cool to see that like still carried over into contemporary kimono. It's very cool.
I like this because the color. I liked it because it had the 7 lucky treasure motifs on it. It's unlined, so I can move the seams around a little bit.
Yeah,
it is in quite a bit more stained than I was expecting, but
yeah, especially on the collar.
Oh yeah, the collar's pretty bad. Like, this looks like it was cleaned, and then whatever they cleaned it with might have actually discolored the silk.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Well, I mean, it's right. Like, you could probably like fiddle with the collar a little bit and like disguise it, so it's at least like on the inside and not the outside. But this
might be where a little over dye could, like a little bit of strategic re-dye could save it. I don't know if I'm going to put that much effort to it. This might just end up being an upcycle project for the amount of stains that ended up being there. Or,
you know what you do is you photograph it with the lighting that we use for photo booth, and if the stains don't show up, that might be a good one for photo booth.
Could be.
If you want to like enlarge it. I'm very tired.
Okay. So I should have probably put these in a different order because we have once again one of these karazome pieces with houses.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with this is the exact same one that I have. The houses.
Yeah.
Except mine that I already own don't have these people walking around. This is like this very Edo style garb, people wandering around.
Yeah.
So it's like the houses are exactly the same, but now there's this additional detail of people walking. The 6 that I own already have no people. It's just the houses.
Yeah. Now see, this one I kind of like. I like the colors in it, and I like the people. These are just really interesting to sit and look at because you're
kind of like Where's Waldo?
Yeah, you're constantly
Or an I Spy
finding
Bug.
things like little like cherry blossoms and maple leaves and iris, pine. This is an aseasonal piece. This is a spring, fall, winter. But yeah, no, these are some good finds. Like this is super cute. I'm in love. I'm in love with the pine cone one. Yeah, this is pretty.
I only bought it to be pretty.
I just wanted it to be pretty.
Accomplished.
So yeah, that's and it was sort of an unboxing video. There was no box to like take and we took them out of the plastic beforehand, so you didn't have to listen to the horrendous like crinkling of each one in a plastic bag. But yeah, so that's so thank you for joining us for another video. If you like what we're doing here, you can check us out on Facebook. We are Columbus Kimono on Facebook. You can email us at cbuskimono@gmail.com. We're usually pretty on the ball about getting back to messages. So if you have any questions, if you're interested in events, things like that, just hit us up or let us know what you think about the videos, and if you want us to do more, if you have ideas, like would you like to see a video about alterations, how we alter kimono, things like that. So anyway, we will see you guys next time. Bye.